Hello everyone.
Today's chapter name is Solutions, and the topic is colligative properties from grade 12th chemistry. So, before starting the topic, we should know what are colligative properties. The properties, those properties which depends on the
Number of solute
particles.
but
not on the not on their nature.
are known as
कॉलिगेटिव प्रॉपर्टीज। अब यहाँ जो पार्टिकल्स की बात हुई है वो कुछ भी हो सकता है। इट कैन बी मॉलिक्यूल्स, इट कैन बी एटम्स और इट कैन बी आयंस। वन मोर थिंग अबाउट कॉलिगेटिव प्रॉपर्टीज दैट दे आर ऑल्सो नोन एज डेमोक्रेटिव प्रॉपर्टीज।
and why they are
known as democratic properties. Yeah, why they are also known as democratic properties? Because colligative properties depends on the number of solute particles, not on their nature. आप sugar and water ले रहे हैं, salt and water ले रहे हैं, it is not depending on the nature, it's depending on the number of solute particles. Now there are 4 colligative properties that we are going to discuss in this topic. What are the 4 colligative properties? The first one is relative lowering of vapor pressure.
relative lowering
Of vapor pressure. What is vapor pressure? Suppose we have taken a closed container and below that we have inserted a Bunsen flame,
and in this
we have taken a water. What will happen if we started boiling the water, or if we kept the closed container and water is inside that closed container? That water will start boiling and it will start forming the vapors, right? Now pressure the pressure exerted by the vapors of a liquid at equilibrium is known as vapor pressure. At equilibrium, what is equilibrium? When the water is in closed container at equilibrium, what is going to happen? Rate of evaporation
will be equal to the
rate of condensation. So relative lowering of vapor pressure. So we have discussed what is vapor pressure. Vapor pressure means the pressure exerted by the vapors of a liquid at equilibrium. Now what are the factors on which the vapor pressure depends? The first factor on which vapor pressure depends is nature of solvent. How is it depending on the nature of the solvent? If the forces of attractions are more, अगर मॉलिक्यूल्स के बीच में फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन ज़्यादा है तो वेपर्स कम बनेंगे, एंड अगर वेपर्स कम बनेंगे देन इट रिजल्ट्स इन दी लोवरिंग ऑफ वेपर प्रेशर. वेपर प्रेशर भी कम हो जाएगा. अगर उनके बीच में फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन ज़्यादा है तो वेपर्स कम बनेंगे, और वेपर्स कम बनेंगे तो वेपर प्रेशर भी कम होगा. द सेकेंड फैक्टर ऑन विच वेपर प्रेशर डिपेंड्स इज टेम्परेचर. अगर टेम्परेचर ज़्यादा देंगे हम तो वेपर ज़्यादा बनेंगे. सो दे आर डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल. वेपर ज़्यादा बनेंगे तो वेपर प्रेशर भी ज़्यादा होगा. ओके, नाउ वी हैव टेकन a solute and a solvent, and in the condition is that we have taken a non-volatile solute. We have taken a non-volatile solute. Suppose A and B, right? A is a solvent,
B is a
solute, and the condition is that it is non-volatile. Okay, A is solvent, B is solute. Now PA, partial pressure of A, it is equal to the PA naught into mole fraction of A. Okay, now B, PB. So PB is not B, that is solute molecule, that is non-volatile, it is not going to exert any pressure. तो यहाँ पर अगर मैं total pressure निकालती हूँ तो it will be equal to the PA naught into XA, because PB is not exerting any vapor pressure, because the nature of the B is non-volatile. Okay, now if we divide the total pressure by Pa naught, then is equal to XA, subtracting both sides by 1,
1 minus x.
say we can substitute by XB, and this is P naught minus PS upon P naught. So this is the value. Now this whole value is equal to the XB, or the mole fraction of B. So this is called as relative lowering of vapor pressure. So this is all about relative lowering of vapor pressure, and in the next video we are going to discuss the applications of the relative lowering of vapor pressure. Thank you.